What's up everyone, Trent here, welcome to The Fortress, and we have a spoilerific video for you today for anyone who is interested in the post-credit scenes of Shazam and just what they mean. As you can see, I love Shazam / Captain Marvel / the big red cheese. Anyway, there are two post-credit scenes, so if you don't want to know what they are, I don't know why I clicked the video, come back to it later. Anyway, the mid-credit scene, we are seeing Dr. Thaddeus Sivana in a padded cell, drawing these symbols. These symbols are the 7 symbols that unlocked the doorways to the Rock of Eternity. He has been cut off from the magic that powered him through the movie, through the 7 deadly enemies of man, or 7 deadly sins, and he is craving that magic back because he wanted to be the chosen one. He was betrayed by the wizard early on, not chosen, and he wants all that magic and power back. This is the main focal point of the movie. So we see him going crazy, drawing these symbols, and lo and behold, a voice speaks off to him to the right of a padded cell. And he wonders, where is this voice coming from? The camera pans around the room. We don't know where it's coming from until we see a little creature up on a ledge. And its voice is robotic. It doesn't have the speaker as the animated series does or the old school comics does, but we see Mr. Mind, the tiny little caterpillar who's an alien from space who wants to take over the planet, sitting on a ledge, and he says to Sivana that there are other ways to find magic and that there are other things that they can do to bring havoc and control the 7 magic realms. We're going to say the 7 Earth realms. The 7 magic realms. Now, they are going to have a lot of fun. So, this is the end of the scene. We are introduced to Mr. Mind briefly in a cameo earlier on in the movie where he's in the Rock of Eternity in his little caterpillar jar, and we see him cutely, and then once the wizard is defeated by Sivana and the 7 deadly enemies are released, when Billy comes into the cave after Sivana takes it, he is gone. We see a little flash of his little caterpillar jar, and there's a little hole. So Mr. Mind escaped, and he is found in the cell with Sivana. Now, what does this mean? This is following tightly from a New 52/Rebirth plotline that is still actually going on in the comics. Multiple times have Sivana and Mr. Mind teamed up. Mr. Mind is most commonly known for creating the Monster Society of Evil, which is often renowned as one of the first supervillain team-ups in any of comics history. So, it's likely that they will possibly go with the building the Monster Society of Evil whilst exploring the 7 different magic realms. Now, these are new concepts called the Magic Lands that have been introduced in the Rebirth comics that are currently being written by Jeff Johns. So we don't really know much about them. What we do know is that there are 7 of them called the Fun Lands, the Game Lands, the Dark Lands, the Earth Lands, the Wazunda Land, the Wild Lands, and the Monster Lands. So far we have been introduced to the Fun Lands and the Wild Lands briefly, but we are going to be learning more about them as the comic books go on. So the significant thing to take from that mid-credit scene is the team-up of Mr. Mind and Dr. Sivana moving forward, which they are currently doing in the comics. So, as those issues drop, I'll be releasing more information on them, because I'm doing comic reviews as well. And the second credit scene, which is at the very, very end, has been glimpsed at in several trailers. The international trailer, I think, had it, where they are still testing out Billy Batson's powers as Shazam, and Freddie Freeman is trying to get him to talk to a goldfish. So, we see Shazam holding up a goldfish, and he's trying to really communicate with him, and he says it's silly, and what's the point of having aquatic powers? And Freddy, wearing an Aquaman t-shirt, tugs on it and says, you can control an army. That's it. That's the little fun, little mischievous end credit scene. So, it doesn't really add anything or subtract anything from the movie, it's just a little humorous scene, and really sums up the banter between Billy / Shazam and Freddie Freeman. So that's it. A lot of people in the cinema didn't actually know who Mr. Mind was and kind of got up and walked out when the reveal happened and was kind of shrugging it off, which is annoying because I love Mr. Mind. He's super cute. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought of the movie and the end credit scenes. What did you enjoy? What didn't you enjoy? Are you looking forward to the team up of Dr. Sivana and Mr. Mind? Let me know below. Anyway, subscribe to our channel, follow our handles at Fortress Nerds. I'm Trent, and you're watching The Fortress.